Hello beautiful Scorpios, and welcome to your January 2021 Psychic Zodiac reading. You're with Elise, so glad to have you with me. Thank you for joining me. Hope you've all enjoyed the end of a year and beginning of the new year. The new year of hope. I'll just Scorpios. Invite Great Spirit, angels and guides to join me in this reading for Scorpios. Thank you for any messages that come through this reading for Scorpio's highest good and for the good of all concerned. And we have, firstly, the Ace of Cups. Lovely way to start your reading. Very happy to see this. A true gift when you get the Ace of Cups. It is connected to the water element. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And it's about a blossoming and where you're heading, a turning point of change where something can fall into your lap and start a new cycle for you. That's how you're viewing the world, and that's how the world is seeing you. Others are seeing you as starting on a new cycle, and you're seeing a new cycle yourself opening up before you. So that's lovely for you, Scorpio. Holding on to your pennies, and this is actually in the money house, so you're really being careful what you do financially and how you use your money, which is great. This is also connected to your independence, your financial independence, your constructive talents. So you've got lots of talents there, because this Four of Pentacles is about looking at things from every angle, and your concerns are more about making money and saving money. Okay, you're not ready to get into any risky contracts or dealings, and there is a feeling with this. I'm getting that you're sort of feeling like you're counting your blessings. You've got that knowledge of being blessed here. And you're going by the book. You're doing things the proper way with that Hierophant, which brings stability. And you like more the traditional way and using wisdom instead of impulse. And this is letting you know that you're at an important milestone, and you really could be hearing your calling here through January. And this is how you will be communicating. People will also be turning to you for advice and looking up to your guidance as well. This could be to do with siblings, or it could be to do with your neighborhood or where you are located, your local area, really becoming a part of that. And it is a card of conforming as well. But I feel that you're conforming so that you can use your money wisely. And here in the area of your home and family, you have the Star. Now, with it being at the base of your wheel, I feel that the new cycle that you're embarking on is really a very healing and cleansing one for you, and being able to let go of past hurts from your past. So there's a big sort of release, and out of it you really sort of feel like you've got something guiding you, a guiding star, or being able to see a sign in everything. There's a lot of the sense of being blessed here. And this is about needing to meet some deadlines. Okay, so, and to do with children and the house of pleasure and fun and matters of the heart and where you find your joy. So you sort of are very busy, and I think that there's going to be dates that are set. They're showing me calendars and circles on calendars, so I feel that, you know, you've got deadlines to meet and you have to keep up with them, which could sort of take a bit of the fun out of things through January, but it's also going to be worth that hectic pace so that you can enjoy some of your pleasure time. So try and find the fun in your busy schedule, is what I'm hearing. Okay, now the Three of Swords reversed is often about healing. So I do feel there is a couple of healing cards being shown up here for you, and a new cycle opening up, and the timing is 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. So feeling a whole lot better about recovering, trying to release the pain of a previous situation, whether it's been a divorce, a rejection, a betrayal, or that feeling of abandonment. Or maybe it's just, you know, having to be in that same old boring job and wanting to find a release from that. And it also speaks of finding some equilibrium through music. So listen to some of your favourite music to let yourself relax to that, or even finding some new music that you actually can enjoy. Now this is also a weather card, so I do feel that just be aware of that weather conditions may be a bit out of the usual wherever you are on the planet, and because, you know, there is storm clouds and things like that. So yeah, I often see this as the weather forecast card. Yeah, so this is to do with work colleagues, your health, well-being, and pets, also hygiene, your diet. Maybe you've found that a food that you've always enjoyed, you're changing that now, you're changing that up, you're not finding that to be as enjoyable as what you used to. So there could be a real big shift and letting go of your dietary intake and changing it up to something new. And releasing of burdens here with the Ten of Wands. Any responsibility that you've been carrying, especially through this last 12 months or so, you're delegating now. You're saying, here, you do this, you do that, can you do that? And you're lifting some of the burden off your shoulders and feeling like, you know, you're floating up because you're not so weighed down. And so there's a sense of release and relief with that from anything that's caused you to be feeling under the weather or oppressed or held back. So I do like that there. It's in the area of partnerships, whether that's marriage or business. it also is the area that relates to groups in the public, aunts and uncles, and the results of your labour, because you're wanting to bring balance and harmony into your relationships. It also is about legal affairs, contracts, scandals, and international relations. So some of the burdens from any of those things are being released here as well. So you may be finding that you're being released from a contract that is something that suits you. Eight of Cups here in the 8th house is about opening up to others and reaching out and ready to come out of some sort of solitude or isolation. So that's good news for you, those of you that are in lockdown. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. But again, don't go rushing out too soon. Baby steps, take it easy, keep things in some sort of controlled manner, you know, because you've got to keep your hygiene up and all the protocol that we're now using, just to make sure that things don't get too out of control. But there is a lifting of restrictions here with this 8 of Cups. Okay, and it is to do also in the area of other people's money, joint finances, renewal, birth and rebirth, endings and beginnings, that kind of energy. It's one of the psychic houses too, so maybe you're finding your own mystical experiences are being more profound as well. Trust that. Trust, you know, if you think that you've gotten a sign, trust that you have. And beautiful here with the 10 of Pentacles. So all your hard work of saving and being very careful with what you do with your money, this is letting you know that it's going to pay off in the long run, and you will have the money you need. The 10 of Pentacles is a completion, and having the money there, having the financial security that you've been striving for and working so hard to save. So very good sign there with the 10 of Pentacles. You're on the path to wealth and security, and using your wealth wisely, which enhances your life in this area of what's ahead, one of the future areas of the wheel. So you are heading towards a place where you're going to have the prosperity that you need and that you've been working so hard to get, and you'll be feeling a lot more comfortable, living more comfortably. Okay, in the area of higher education, your philosophy, your goals, your perspective, and I feel with this there is generosity connected to it too, which enhances your life, so therefore can enhance other people's lives. And the answer is yes to that. So if you've been worrying about how you're going to stretch your money out, that you've been holding on to so tightly here with this 4 of Pentacles, you're going to be able to do it. And it's going to be a joyful experience, because this is one of the best cards in the deck, and it's the path to success. Obstacles being removed. You're not stuck in the dark, you're not stuck in the past. You've got new beginnings and you're ready to grow into something much more beautiful. And it is to do with your career, your social status. Some of you Scorpios will be getting a promotion or a pay rise. Some of you will actually get to have a holiday and get some time off. And there will be some sunshine involved. I'm not sure what's going on in the Northern Hemisphere, but down here in Australia we're having storms and clouds and well, in New South Wales anyway, so it's awfully nice to see a blue sky and a bit of sunshine, because it is summer after all, and it doesn't feel like summer at all. So for those of you looking for some sunshine and some warmth, this is letting you know that you're going to be able to spend some time relaxing and enjoying the company of others. And here we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is about methodical thinking and planning. The Knights are about being of service. Okay, the Knight is of service to the Queen or the King, to protect as well. Okay, so your money is being protected. And the Knight of Pentacles message is about reinventing yourself, having a makeover, doing what you love. If one door closes, another one's opening up, and also having a sense of responsibility to do with your social groups and friendships. So even though it's a very methodical energy, being one of the earth sign energies, the Pentacles, it's also about reinventing yourself, and this is again a future area of the wheel. So you are creating and co-creating to manifest where you want to go. So I do feel that this whole new cycle is not only about your material security, it's about your health and your diet routine and lifting the load, designating and feeling more like you can join more fully into a life that in a way you've sort of been held back from for one reason or another. Having the time to take some holidays and enjoy that. And this is a really good sign too, especially in the 12th house area, because the Five of Pentacles reversed is showing again about overcoming any health problems or concerns, new doors opening, new opportunities, and focusing on starting over again, starting afresh, okay? So again, and that is also the polar opposite here to the card that was representing that the changes in your diet and leaving behind some maybe unhealthy eating patterns or foods that are going to make a big difference to your energy levels and your ability to get your enthusiasm going. So I really do like seeing that there, especially in reverse for you Scorpios. Now I'll just focus and ask about what is your guardian angel here that you can turn to and ask for guidance and protection. You can ask your guardian angel to show you signs when you need some clarification on any decisions that you're making. And the sign could simply be a feather falling on the path that you're walking on, or a book or a magazine or something dropping out off a shelf. Those kinds of things are definitely signs. And you know, if it does, open that book to any page you want and read what your eyes first gaze upon to get your message. That kind of thing. A feather on your path shows that you're on the right path. So what is who is Scorpio's guardian angel through January? Good. So there we go. I'll take the top one. Oh, beautiful Scorpio. The angel of love. Feeling the love there. And number 20. So you're very loved, Scorpio. You are. And the angel of love definitely wants you to know that. So now I'll ask about your Three of Swords here, and the timing of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. So this is about healing and health and well-being. What is the message there for the answer to that question? Oh, someone's mowing lawns. It's amazing how many people mow lawns around here. It's just constant all the time. Okay, so what is the message here for Scorpio? Alright. The angel answer here is wait. So there is a bit of patience involved with this cleansing and healing. So, you know, it may not be a situation where you see results immediately. You might need to wait a while and give it a little bit of time. But that's okay. Time is on your side. Okay, so firstly, here with our planets and their movements in your chart or in your wheel, Scorpio. You have Pluto, the restorer of life, still here in this 3rd house. It's connected to agriculture, so it's connected to, you know, like organic gardening and things like that in the local area that you may find that you get interested in or involved in, or instead of buying from the supermarket, you're looking at buying your your vegetables anyway from a more locally sourced, locally grown. Now, this is one of the outer planets, and it's the key to human destiny, being one of the transcendental trinity. And Neptune and Uranus are also a part of that transcendental trinity. So it represents either the advancement of society on a bigger picture scale globally, because Pluto is one of the bigger planets, so it does govern the collective and generational situations with Pluto. So it either is going to be the advancement of society or the destruction of the creative forces by those individuals who prey on society to satisfy their own personal lust for power and greed. So this Pluto energy that we're in now in Capricorn is bringing about the biggest karmic release that we've ever seen. So it is having a big impact on your neighbourhood, your community, short distance travel, that kind of thing. Okay? So we can really see globally some of the biggest changes and transformations that are taking place with this. Okay? And I really feel that one of the biggest transformations that's going to take place is to do with agriculture and how we grow and harvest our food. There's a bit of a big shift by people focusing more on their local area for sourcing it. Then on the 8th of January, Venus is going into Capricorn. This is very favourable for business, for local businesses, for professional relationships. Venus attracts because it exudes favourable energies. It's very favourable for public relations, being artistic, redecorating. Some of you may find that you fall for your boss. Venus in that Capricorn energy. And Venus governs love, peace, harmony, your social life, pleasures and happiness. It governs luxury goods, wealth, and it rules diplomacy and strategy. So using a strategy, but it's not on like international scale. It's more localized. It's about your neighborhood. And it can be brothers and sisters. It can also be about how you're communicating and your mental activity, focusing more locally than globally. Now the new moon is in Capricorn on the 13th of January at 23.13 degrees of Capricorn. So a good time on the 13th to set your intentions. Again, this Capricorn energy is about new enterprise, new authority figures. It's setting your attention for your professional and business and communication to do with that. And it can bring about emotional displays in public, and so be careful of that, because you might get a little bit embarrassed. And it is a good time for public relations because you can win people over also. Jupiter is here in Aquarius, moved into Aquarius in December. Pardon me. So the planet of prosperity is in Aquarius, which brings about generosity and issues that affect society, moral and ethical issues. It helps establish connections with people about your ideas. There is some long distance journeys here involved to do with family and home or property. And it is also about using diplomacy. Saturn is also in Aquarius, and Saturn is about caution. So Jupiter wants to move ahead and get out there as quickly as possible on the biggest scale possible, and Saturn saying, hang on a minute, be realistic, you don't want to overdo things, okay? So it is about repression and imposed orders, and it does highlight areas like farmers, miners, rules and regulations, and it is about responsibility, but by taking on these responsibility and learning from the challenges that they present, it manifests into us achieving our goals. Maybe we have to do it a bit slower, or a bit more methodically, but it does bring the rewards that we're seeking. So really nice energies there, really. So if you're wanting to expand your home, for instance, someone might be wanting to build onto their home, it's not saying that you will be restricted, but you may have to pull it in a bit from what your grand idea was. Jupiter energy wants to make it grand and larger and expansive, whereas Saturn says, you're going to have to curtail this, or do without that, and just bring, you can still have it, but it's going to have a limit on it, but you still will get it. For those of you that are renovating, because this does sort of bring about that energy of remodeling. The Sun is also moving into Aquarius. So until the 19th of January, the Sun is here in Capricorn, affecting your communication, siblings, short distance travel. And the Sun is about being very creative, and it is about our heart energy and vitality. So that's shifting from that Capricorn, methodical, logical, practical energy into Aquarius, into that 4th house. So more emphasis being shone on home, family, land, property, country of origin, that kind of thing. Your roots, even your past, can come into the fore. Mercury is also moving into Aquarius on the 8th of January. So you can see your 4th house is getting a real activation happening here. Communication with Mercury, influencing plans concerning your professional life, because it is the polar opposite here of the 10th house, which has got the sun shining upon everything. So some happiness and joy, good messages coming through there. Neptune, the planet of kindness and compassion, the redeemer of love, is here in the 5th house, governing your children, matters of the heart, where you find your joy and good fortune, and even finding some joy in games and entertainment. The movies, that kind of thing, is very Neptunian, because Neptune's in Pisces. It's one of the planets of that modern day Trinity, and it is seeing divine love in all things. So you're really, you know, expressing the love and feeling the love with this Ace of Cups and the Angel of Love. So if anyone's wanting to get into that love vibration and raise their vibration, they need to be hanging out with you, Scorpio. So share the love around. Tell everybody that you care about how much you love them, because it's going to mean the world to them. Now, Uranus is in this 7th house, where you're lightening your load and delegating some of the jobs and responsibilities. You're not taking it all on your own shoulders anymore. Uranus is the Lord of Light, another one of the transcendental trinities, the key to human destiny. Uranus governs Aquarius, and you can expect the unexpected when Uranus is influencing an area of your life. And for you, its impact can be felt in your partnerships, your marriages, aunts, uncles, where you have your legal dealings, contracts that you're signing, international relations. So expect the unexpected. You could even surprise yourself with how things are working out there for you. So I do really feel that in partnerships there's a lot of excitement, and unexpected excitement too. Now that's going to be joined by Mars, because Mars is moving out of Aries and into Taurus on the 6th of January. Now, Mars conjunct Uranus is about establishing your own rules. You're not interested in being restrained. You've been held back long enough. You're wanting to get out there, but word of caution, don't be too impulsive, because that can cause problems. Have to think things through before you actually, you know, do them really. So make sure you safeguard against things. Otherwise, you could find there's mistakes made. This energy of Mars conjunct Uranus is a bit of an accident-prone energy. So go about things cautiously. And the Uranus-Mars energy is squaring the Jupiter and Saturn energy. Okay, so we've got a challenging aspect here. So it's to do with home and family, land and property, and it's to do with partnerships and contracts. So there could be some unexpected things evolving in connection with that as well. So Jupiter square Mars is a message to you that everything must be planned out as best as you can. Make as many plans, paying attention to detail. Self-discipline is essential, and Mars squaring Saturn is letting you know that time will give you better results, and if you can learn from any setbacks, then you'll already be ahead because of that learnt experience. This is involving partnerships and home and family property, land, okay, and contracts, legal dealings. So let me know where this resonates for you, Scorpios. Okay, so now I will just ask for your confirmation from the Akashic Tarot for January for Scorpio. There we are. Thank you. The Eight of Forces, the lightning bolt. Again, I'm getting from that lightning bolt card, there's a weather. Message of weather. Message of taking notice of the weather, looking at the weather forecasts, that kind of thing. Make that a part of your planning best you can. Okay, so now just hold that there so you can get a better look at it. Oh, let's get me elbow comfy. Right. So this lightning bolt is illuminating a stormy night sky, striking a tree to its core. Puddles of rain pool around the ground. So this is a time of splitting apart. It could be a time of loss and disappointment. You may be feeling wounded, grieved, or gravely disappointed. The loss could be a career or opportunity, or maybe a partnership, creative project. Now, at a glance, the events may seem sudden or unexpected, but the light that flashes, we see deep puddles of a storm that has been going on for some time. So you've probably been aware that the threat or difficulty at some level, even if you were unwilling to acknowledge it before. So now's the time to accept the situation and not to fight what's going on. There is a benefit coming, but it often takes an ending to bring forth the new beginning, and a storm to cleanse the field. But this is an exceptional time of dynamic forces and energies. You may have suffered some sort of loss, but the storm is dispersing. Some cleaning up might be required, but it's time to set down new roots, to see new growth and new ground. So apply your energy to whatever compels you now. When this card is reversed, a bolt of lightning reaches up to the cracks of heaven. It is nothing less than divine power that moves through you and rises up from the depths of creation. So own it. It's a force that can help you light up the earth. Okay, so you have to walk away from something or let go of something which may be, have you really digging to your depths to get the energy and enthusiasm to do it, but you're really going to benefit from that change and move through it so that you can rise up. Now, to tap into the Akashic force to help you with this, imagine a lightning bolt striking nearby, leaving some destruction in its wake. Now close your eyes and with a deep breath feel the energy of God is yours to employ. How do you want to direct this energy in your life? So there's some powerful things at work here for you this month in January. So, you know, plan as best you can. You may have to make adjustments as you go along, but at least you've got a plan. Pay attention to detail. Take things cautiously. Try not to be too impulsive. And stay in that element of love, because your love can really help heal people that you care about. So, thank you so much for joining me, Scorpio. Please give this the thumbs up and share it with all your friends. For any new viewers, hit that subscribe button so you can get your monthly Zodiac Wheel reading from me. If any of you would like a deeper reading, the details are in the description box below. So check that out and send me a message and we can make an appointment for you to have your own personal reading done. Sending you blessings of peace and love, Scorpios. Namaste.